Hey, you guys, and welcome to Mic Drop Monday. I am Dr. E, and I am so excited about tonight. Listen, I can already tell y'all tonight is going to be off the chain. Like, I can already tell you guys that tonight is going to be off the chain. So, here is what I want to welcome everybody to do. I want to welcome you guys to share this somewhere. I want you guys to tag your people because we've got to count down 20 things that we've got to leave in 2020. And it's going to be real, raw, and relevant. Plus, it's my last Mic Drop Monday of the year. So you already know it's going to be off the chain. We have a completely different setup and lineup for 2021. I'm so excited about completely different, exciting things that are going to be happening. And plus, I have a very big surprise announcement to make tonight that I believe is going to make everybody really, really happy. And so I'm excited about that. So I need you guys to go ahead and start sharing and tagging your people if you want to do watch parties or if you want to put these in your groups. It's going to be off the chain tonight because that's what I do. My mom is on. Thank you, mom, for sharing. Y'all just don't understand that I love this 2020. I love to do the countdown every single year because every year, as we progress through the year, there are just certain things that I notice. Some things that linger over from the year before. Some things that we still hadn't figured out how to let go of. Some things that my granny's on. Hey, granny. Some things that we are not aware that we keep taking. And so I'm just going to call some attention to some things that we can afford to take with us into 2021. And so every year, whatever the number ends in that year, for the last few years, I've tried to do a countdown with those. And so I'm excited about counting down these 20 things that we need to leave here in 2020. If it's your first time watching, put a 1 in the comments to let me know this is your first time watching. I want to see if this is all family or if it's anybody that's new in the house tonight. I thank you for watching. If you've never watched before, but if not, you guys already know how I roll. You guys already know what I do and who I am. Thank you guys that are watching for the first time. I really appreciate. I really wanted to just take this time to acknowledge you guys and appreciate it. Now, y'all know, those of you guys that rock with me every single time, I'm so grateful for you guys. I am so excited, but I'm always excited when we have new people that join us, join our family. I really, it's already been another year. I've already been doing this. You guys know this year, and for the last 3 years, I believe, I've been doing Mic Drop Monday every single Monday night. And that's a lot of Mic Drop Mondays. There's a lot of content. That's a lot of pouring. That's a lot of information and impartation that has been going on. And so I'm excited that next year, even though I won't be doing Mic Drop Monday every Monday, we will have a big carrying on party on the Mondays that I do get to do it within the month. And I believe that it's going to be a blessing. So a lot of you guys are family. And I'm so excited. Before I get crunk into Mic Drop Monday, I want to make an amazing announcement. Or maybe I'll wait on the announcement because, let me give you guys enough time to share. And I just want to make sure that you guys are bringing your folks on because it's going to be some amazing stuff that I'm going to announce a little bit later. So I'll give you guys just a moment to get on and let's get into this. And then I'm gonna take a station identification and give you guys an announcement. Listen, put your seatbelts on. Y'all already know what kind of time it's going to be. So this is one of those nights where you may need to take notes. You may need to take notes for Mic Drop Monday tonight, simply because I'm going to come straight down like a mighty rushing wind. And I believe that the things that I'm going to share tonight is going to help us do some internal inventory. Y'all know what I always say, external evaluation and atmosphere assessment, and to make sure that we're not taking anything in 2021 that does not belong. I always talk about how there are some things that will hijack its way into our heads, into our hands, and into our heart. Whoop. Let me say this again. It's Mic Drop Monday, so I'm dropping mics already. There are some things, if we're not careful, that will hijack themselves into our head, into our hands, and into our heart. For the people in the back, as you guys continue to come on, there are some things that if we are not careful, if we are not watching, if we are not being diligent in our discernment, they will hijack themselves in our head, in our hands, and in our heart. What will happen is before we know it, we will be going over into 2021 carrying some things that we did not pack. Let me tell you what that feels like. If I can just be off the chain tonight, right? My daughter, who will be 20 next year, and she is my only daughter. So, of course, she might be a little spoiled, just a little bit. But one of the things that happens is when we go shopping, when we go to purchase things, she will know what I'm planning on taking with me. She'll already know it, right? And we'll go through and I'll be putting stuff in and we get to the counter and the guy's like swiping and I'm like, hey, whoa, where did that come from? Who snuck this in the basket? Like I didn't see, or we would get home and then I'll start taking stuff off and like, when did I buy this eyeshadow palette? And she looking crazy because it hijacked its way into my home. I didn't even see it coming. I wasn't even diligent. Some kind of way it crept in while I wasn't looking, while I wasn't paying attention. And next thing you know, we got a hijacker in the house, right? That's how things happen with us in the natural. That's how things happen with us spiritually. That's how things happen with us emotionally. We'll be connected to people, we'll be in certain environments, and something, when we're looking away, when we're distracted, when we're doing something else, will hijack its way into our head. Sometimes that's why the Bible talks about us taking authority over every thought that exalts itself against the knowledge of Christ. It's because there are times where things will hijack itself into our head. You start wondering, why am I thinking like that? Why is my self-esteem? Why am I struggling with that? Why am I continuing to look at this kind of person a certain kind of way? Something's hijacked its way into your head. Or it could be that all of a sudden you were feeling okay, but then all of a sudden you start feeling resentment. You start feeling you start feeling angry. Because unforgiveness might have hijacked its way into your heart. Something has not been acknowledged. And all of a sudden you're trying to figure out, well, where did that come from? I don't understand why I'm feeling like it, because something hijacked itself into your heart. And then obligatory responsibilities, things that we put our hands on that might not necessarily be for us. It's hijacked this way. And you're asking yourself, how did I end up holding this? How did I end up being responsible for this? How did this end up being my responsibility? When did that happen? Because you were hijacked. I told y'all I was going to come out of the gate running. That's why I'm grateful that you guys came on. Thank you guys that are sharing because it's going to be off the chain tonight. I'm trying to give y'all time to get on here before I start this countdown because I want you to catch all 20. And so we've been hijacked and we don't even recognize sometimes that we have been hijacked, that something has hijacked its way into our head, into our hands, and into our heart. And so we have to stop and do what we call a station identification. And we have to say, hold on, wait a minute. I need to make sure that before I shift over into 2021, that I only take the things that I have packed. Phew. Can I say this again for y'all in the back? It's about 350 of y'all. I need to say this. I need to make sure before I slip over into 2021 that I only take the things that I packed. See, I need to make sure that I'm not packing too heavy. Listen, there's a weight capacity. There's only certain amounts of things that I can carry before it becomes too heavy for my neck, my back, my shoulders, my knees. And so if we're not careful, we'll be taking some things with us and we didn't pack that. We didn't pack that. What happened? We were hijacked. And so, listen, I need y'all to hold on to your edges, your lashes, and whatever you got to hold on to, because tonight's going to be kind of off the chain. It's always off the chain. Let me just be honest about that. But tonight we've got to make sure that we deal with this tonight. We only take the things that we packed into 2021. We're not going to allow things that have hijacked its way in on us and in us and above us. We're not going to take those into 2021. Now, let me give you guys, and I always say this, that my foundation is faith, right? Faith is just my foundation for all things, because even though I'm a clay clarity strategist. I'm also a prophet. Even though I'm a mentor and a coach, listen, I also am a person who is rooted and grounded in the word. And so I want to say this. Let me begin with a scripture that kind of gives you some language to why I always think that it's so important for me to do this countdown at the end of every year before we go over into the new year. Hebrews 12 and 1. Now listen, here is what I'm going to say. Y'all know I love the CEV version of the Bible, right? Because it's like the thug version of the Bible. And y'all know I got a lot of Jesus and a little bit of Tupac, right? So let's check out Hebrews 12 and 1 in the CEV, right? Because I love the contemporary English version. It says, so we must get rid of everything that slows us down. Woo. Again, in the CEV, it's going to bless you. Hebrews 12 and 1. You've never heard it like this. So we, first of all, let's take ownership of that. So we must get rid of everything that slows us down. So we must get rid of everything that slows us down. If you have too much baggage, y'all already know the story, then it's going to slow you down. If you're carrying too much weight, then it's going to slow you down. So then we must get rid of everything that slows us down. And so tonight, again, it won't go if we don't know. Can I just help us today? If we don't know what's slowing us down, then it's really hard to get rid of it. One more scripture in the CEV, and then I'm going to go through my countdown. Philippians 3 and 14. Philippians 3 and 14 in the CEV says, brothers, I do not consider that I've made it my own. Woo, listen, I don't even consider. Listen, I count not. The King James Version says, I count not myself to have apprehended. But listen, one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and then straining forward to what lies ahead. So I got to get past, I got to get over the things that are behind me. And even now, what we're doing is we're getting in preparation mode. We're getting rid of the things. We got to forget the things that are lying behind us. It's behind us. There's something that I say all of the time is that my past has passed. My past has passed. And I'm not taking that with me into 2021. Listen, the Bible talks about taking no thought for tomorrow because it's got enough evil that's sufficient for its own self. 2021 don't need me bringing any extra baggage with me. 2021 does not need me coming up with anything extra on my own. It's good. Listen, it's good all by itself. And we've got to get to the place where we are not unintentionally carrying on things and carrying and taking with us things that we should have left behind. And so again, one more time for y'all in the back, because I'm going to get ready to go through my countdown. Hebrews 12 and 1 in the CEV. So we must get rid of everything that slows us down. Let us lay aside the weight. Let us. It is our responsibility to lay aside this weight. It is our responsibility to do an assessment to make sure that there's nothing that has hijacked its way into our head, into our heart, and into our hands. I made a decision, and y'all going to hear this decision when you hear these 20 things to leave in 2020. You're going to hear the decision that I made to lay aside the weight. And so again, in the CEV, get rid of everything that slows us down. Thank you guys for sharing and coming on. We 400 strong tonight. And so it's going to be off the chain tonight. I'm so excited. In a moment, again, like I said, make sure y'all stay connected because I am going to make a very special announcement as soon as it gets right and ready for you guys. But tonight we're going to deal with this. So 20 things to lay aside, to let go of before you go into 2021. 20 things to get rid of. 20 things. Y'all better hear me what I am saying. 20 things to leave in 2020. I need y'all to leave this. We got Australia in the house tonight. Hey, so I'm so excited for all of you guys. 2020. 20 things to leave in 2020. Let's start at 20. Number 20. And I'll be watching you guys in the comments to make sure you're helping me keep up with these numbers, right? So let's start with 20. 2020. All right. The number 20 thing to leave behind in 2020, wastefulness. wastefulness. The number 20 thing to leave in 2020 is wastefulness. Now, if you've been following me, you know that I did a training a little while ago where I talked about the strategy of intentionality. And I was talking about with the strategy of intentionality, we have to be very intentional about ourselves, and we have to make sure that we have not been wasteful. And I talked about, just to give you guys this, because I want y'all to know, there were 5 things that I said we can't waste. Now, this is just some extra that I'm throwing in here as part of number 20 is we got to leave wastefulness in 2020, right? I said, stop wasting your words. Stop wasting your wisdom. Stop wasting your worth. Stop wasting your work. And stop wasting your wealth. For the people in the back. The number 20 thing that, hey, my cousin is in the house. Hey, y'all. Number 20 thing you got to leave behind in 2020, wastefulness. Stop wasting your words. Stop wasting your wisdom. Stop wasting your worth. Stop wasting your work. And stop wasting your wealth. Now, if you missed that segment, I think it's available on YouTube. You can go back and you can watch me deal with wastefulness. But the number 20th thing, thank you guys that are coming on and sharing. The number 20 thing that you've got to leave in 2020, wastefulness. We've spent so much time wasting, just wasteful conversations, just wasting things that we've trained for, things that we've earned. We just giving it away free. We just casting pearl to swine. We wasting our oil. Wastefulness. Listen, I don't have a lot of words to waste. So I'm very intentional about my conversations. I don't have a lot of time to waste. So I'm very intentional about what I spend time on. I don't have worth to waste. So I go ahead and do an assessment to make sure that I'm not paired up with a parasite and linked up with a leech and sitting up by some snakes. I have to be very intentional about myself because I don't have time for wastefulness. We laying aside wastefulness. Before I roll over into 2021, the number 20th thing that I'm leaving in 2020, wastefulness. I hope I'm helping. Number 19. The number 19 thing that we've got to leave in 2020 is disingenuousness. Disingenuousness. Listen, I got to deal with that. If you can't spell it, it's all right. You can just put fake. Let's leave behind fate. But disingenuousness, number 19, we're leaving behind disingenuous. Listen, and I'm going to help people tonight because I'm sick of it. And so this is why y'all getting this 2020 countdown, because I'm over it. Listen to me. If you don't like somebody, if you don't fool with somebody, if somebody doesn't rub you the right way, then stop following them. Unfollow them, unfriend them, stop stalking them on social media. If you don't mean them well, if you don't like anything about what they're doing and what they're saying and how they dress, stop checking in with, stop trying to see what they have going on, screenshot it and then send it to somebody else. Listen, leave that in 2020. Can we just leave that in 2020? If you don't mean people any good, how about let's just leave? You can leave the fake. Listen to me. You ain't got to fake it with me another day. I am okay with you throwing up the peace sign. I am okay for you giving me the priestly benediction. It's fine. But can we leave the disingenuousness in 2020? Because we don't need to take this over. I don't have time to facilitate fakeness. Can I just say this again? I hope y'all share it. I'm off the chain. I don't have time. And listen, those of us who know better, y'all act like people that know you don't like these folks don't see you posted all up on their page. You act like people don't see, and they looking crazy at you. Like, what do you do? You don't even like him. You don't even like her. Why are you giving her love emojis? Why are you, what? We've got to leave that. Can we just leave that in 2019? Because nobody has time for fooling with that in 2021. Leave that behind. You don't have to. Listen, can I just say this? We grown. This grown folk radio tonight. And so we don't have time to cultivate this foolishness. We don't have time to cultivate chaos. I don't have time to. I don't have time to facilitate foolishness. Not in 2021. All we've been through, listen, those of us who barely made it out of here in 2020, do you really think that we're taking that with? No. So number 19, we're leaving disingenuousness behind in 2019. Man, I hope I'm helping. Number 18, since I'm here, let me stay. today. The number 18 thing that we are leaving in 2020 is outgrown associations. We're going to say ouch and amen on that one tonight. Outgrown associations. So let me just go here tonight. Some things we've got to, the reason why we have to do evaluations and inventory is that we have to make sure that the things on us still fit. Here we go. We've got to make sure that the things on us, over us, and around us still fit. Every now and again, you've got to stop and you've got to do inventory. You got to go to your closet and you've got to say, before I go into the next year, let me try on some of these clothes because some of them I may have outgrown. And look, watch this. Even though some of them still fit me physically, they don't fit who I am anymore. I'm helping y'all better than y'all in this comment section. And even though I can still get into them, they still, as I'm looking at the person that I have become, as I'm looking at the person who I'm becoming, there are certain things I've just outgrown that. It's just certain things that I've outgrown. I've outgrown certain things. When I was a child, I acted like a child, but it's some stuff when I grew up, I laid aside some of those things. And so when we begin to think of outgrown associations, we've got to understand that there were some people that could only pacify you when you were acting like a child. There were some people that could only talk to you when you were behaving like a toddler. There were some people that could only relate to you when you was misbehaving and when you were back in the day when you didn't have any patience, when you didn't have any discipline. And so we have to do external evaluation and we have to look and make sure that we're not carrying over into 2021 outgrown associations. Can somebody type into the comments, I'm too grown for that? I don't know who I'm helping. I warned y'all that this countdown, I do it every year, is off the chain, but I'm too grown for that. I hope I'm helping. When I was a child, listen, maybe I wanted to sit around and talk about nothing. Maybe we could sit there and just, talk about anything, what's going on. When I was a child, maybe we could just sit around and complain about stuff all day and whine about our problems. But I'm too grown for that, because when I became a man, when I got grown, when I grew up, when I matriculated into maturity, I had to put away those childish things. The Bible says put away means, let me move that out the way. Move. Y'all know the rest. All right. So here we go. Outgrown associations. We got to leave that in 2020. And you don't know. How do you know if you've outgrown it? Does it still fit? Does it still fit who you're trying to be? Does it still fit who you're becoming? Does it still fit your future? Ooh, do you fit my future? Somebody ought to just take a moment and think about everybody. You need to go through your phone list and you need to say, wait a minute, let me look at this. Let me look at the last few text messages that we had. Do you still fit my future? Let me just see. Let me think back to some of these conversations. Let me look over some stuff. Let me go look at your Facebook's feed for just a second and see what you're talking about. And because I'm too grown for that. Do you still fit me right now? Because you might be surprised to see that there are some things that you've outgrown association, some things that it can't go with me. When I go back through my closet, I say, wait a minute, I've outgrown that. I don't wear that kind of stuff anymore. That's not cute for me anymore. I've matured past that point. And so anything that is still, if you only represent my past, but you don't fit my future, we gonna have to, let me do some recalibration, because this is not gonna work for me. All right, I hope I'm helping. Where am I? 20, 19, 18. Number 17 thing we need to leave in 2020. Attention and approval seeking behavior. I'm already off the chain. Attention and approval seeking behavior. One of the things that has been itching my skin is seeing things that are being presented just for attention. Just attention. Every time you're triggered, every time somebody triggers you, every time somebody posts something, here you are. Now you got to post something else that says something better. Every time something happens and you see somebody hooked up and they got new friends, so now you got to go find something, and you've got to do. Every time somebody makes a statement about something, so now you got to be a topper. You've gotten triggered, and so you don't even realize that I got to try to get attention. I got to try to get approval. I want somebody to say thank you. So somebody did something. Well, what about me? I did something to listen. We've got to leave that in 2020, because what that is saying to us is that we have not settled in who we are. We have not become settled in and being secure in who we're called to be, in what we're called to do. We have to understand that our validation comes from the Most High, but we can't walk around and live our lives where we're always waiting for somebody to like a post. I'm just seeing, and 20 people can like it, but that one person you waiting, it probably didn't even go on their timeline. Now you're triggered because you were doing it for approval anyway. Man, can somebody hashtag check your motive? Check your motive. Check your motive. See, we can't this stuff, we can't allow it to hijack its way into our head, into our heart, and into our hands for 2021. Check your motive. Check your motive. Why are you doing that? Why are you making this video? Why are you posting that? Why are you going live? What is this text message about? What are you doing? Is this for attention? Because if you are that hard pressed for attention, then you need to really sit down and you need to do some reality reconciliation on what you need and what is missing so that you can start moving towards wholeness. But check your motives before you post, before you reply. Before you do what you do, check what is my motive? What is my intention? Because if my intention is to get attention, can y'all hear this? If my intention is to get attention, I'm going to be disappointed every time, because the people whose attention I want are probably going to be the very people who are not even going to pay attention. Now we got to see you. We got to hear you whining and complaining about the haters. And I said the other day, please don't misinterpret my lack of interest for hating. I'm not hating. I'm just not interested. Check your motive. I'm not interested. Or maybe I just don't have time. Or maybe I just don't even want to. Listen, people don't owe us that. Check your motives. We've got to leave behind that attention and that approval seeking behavior, because might I suggest to you that people can see straight through it? And there's somebody somewhere screenshotting your stuff saying, oh, Lord, what is he up to? What is she doing again? What is that? What is that about? Now, again, if your motive is pure, then you're going to see the results of whatever it is that you're doing. If your motive is pure, then you're definitely going to see the results of whatever it is you're doing. But we've got to make sure that we check our motives. Yeah, I'm off the chain tonight. Y'all pray for me. What number am I on? 2019, 18, 17, 16, because I'm going backwards. 16, the number 16 thing that we've got to leave in 2020. And y'all know this is a big one for me. Lower level language. I call it lobby linguistics. Lower level language. Number 16, lower level language. Leave the lobby linguistics in 2020. You hear me? Leave them. What is lower level language? Always talking about doubt. Always talking about what you're scared of, what somebody can't do, what people, honey, you always a pessimist. It's just always something. You lying, just always lying about something. That's lower level language. Why you have to lie about it? Well, I didn't want to hurt their feelings, so I just told a little white lie. No, we grown up in here. Just tell the truth. Just tell them the truth. We don't have to make up stuff. Didn't I just say we grown over here? We too grown for that. So that lower level language is when we think we've got to, because do you know what that is? That is manipulation. We don't have to manipulate people. We got to leave that in 2020. Listen, stop lying to make people feel good. Stop lying. Can I tell some of y'all fake friends? You just won't tell your folks the truth. Tell them the truth. Sweetie, that doesn't look good on you. Sweetie, I don't know if that's right for you. Listen, somebody gonna have to tell you the truth. Now that ain't it. Or can I just tell you that was ghetto? Or can I just tell you that flyer looked like an obituary? Or can I just tell you, you need to work on this real quick. I'm saying it in love because I love you. And because I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not manipulating you. I'm not going to try to hype you up because I want you to come higher. Lower level language. You know what else lower level language is? The opposite of that. Hating on people and not telling the truth and telling them when they're great because you got a problem, because you're insecure. I mean, it look all right. That's lower level. No, that was brilliant. Tell them that was brilliant. That literally was, I love what you just did. That was amazing. Oh, wow. How in the world did you do that? Now, that's something that I love. We too grown. Lower level language. Do you know what else lower level language is? Gossip. We still gossiping about people in 2020. All this stuff going on. And we still gossiping? Why? How about this? How about keep your mouth off of people you don't even open your mouth to speak to? Can we normalize that? How about we keep our mouth off of people who we don't open our mouth to speak to? Let's just close our mouths on that one. No, I ain't hearing anybody in the comment section right now. How about that? Because we get to the place where we're always having to gossip and slander and just say that if you don't know, listen, why would you discuss what you have yet to discern? Ooh, I'm off the chain tonight. Y'all better send help. Well, how dare you discuss what you have not yet the ability to discern? You can't discuss what I'm doing if you don't even know anything about it. How are you discussing it when you can't discern it? And so we have to be real careful as we go into 2021 that we leave this lower level language. That's lower level language. Listen, can I tell y'all, a lot of the times I have no idea what goes on. Because people know better. I rarely get phone calls anyway, but people know better than calling me with foolishness. What? I don't do idle conversations. This not me. No, you won't be if you're calling me, you better be connected. Sheesh. If you're calling me, you better be connected. And this conversation had better be about something that we can do something. Because listen, don't call me with, well, I don't want to tell you, I don't want to give any names. Then don't call me. Because if you're going to call me, let's name names up in this camp. Who has a problem? Well, somebody said the name. Who? Because if you can't call me, that's lower level language. This foolishness, one of the things that agitate me the most, and the Bible talks about, it's one of those things that the Lord hates in Proverbs, is people who are sowing seeds of discord among brethren. I feel myself getting an attitude. You sowing seeds of discord among brothers. Listen, who asked you to come in and manipulate this situation? Who came in and asked you to come in and instigate anything? Who asked for your input? We can't take this. Listen, we've got to go. Don't call me with that. I don't need, and I've been saying it, and people can get an attitude. I don't need updates from the lobby. If I've left that level, you don't need to update me from the lobby. I'm good. Child, I'm good. I'm good. Can somebody type in the comments? I'm good over here. I feel a little bit of that Tupac trying to come up. I'm good over here. No, I don't need updates from the lobby. I'm good over here. No, leave that. Don't bring that to me. And if you're in a place where you're still accepting it, you're still listening to it, you're still searching for it, you're still trying to figure it out, you're still out here trying to be like somebody gonna pay you to be a detective. Honey, I found out what was going on. They didn't want to tell me, but honey, I got all the goods. Why? That bothers me that you got all the goods. What? No, you shouldn't have all the goods. You should be good. This might not bless anybody, but I'm having a good time tonight. I'm going to stop for a second and take a station identification about something that I am so excited about. So, because I'm off the chain, and I'm going to give y'all the rest of this countdown, but I don't want to do it until I make this amazing announcement, right? So many of you all know, and listen, I'm keeping up with y'all in the comments to let me know what number I'm on, because we just getting started and y'all getting these 20 before we get out of here. But many of you all that have followed me and do follow me, and thank you guys that are coming on and sharing, know that for 2021, I have a lot of premium things that I have been called to do. I have a different assignment for some things, premium coaching program, a premium community that I'm very excited about. They're calling it the Country Club for Kingdom Women. And a lot of you all have said, number 15 next, y'all ain't playing with me tonight. And a lot of you all have said, Dr. E, I want to be in it, but right now, there is just nothing that I can do at this time. And so, hopefully you'll be able to release something to us. Well, listen, y'all, my heart got open, and out of obedience, I have created something. So now listen, Now, y'all know I can't give anything away. I have a whole staff and a whole team and a whole payroll full of folks. I think we got like 9 people on the payroll. But I did decide to do something, and it's off the chain. Now, you're going to have to jump on it real quick if you want to be a part of it. And I'm going to put the link up in just a second. But what I've decided for those of you all, I've been getting 2 things that have been coming to me, right? 2 levels of things. People have been saying to me, Dr. E, we are, I'm trying to figure out what is my gift, in spirit, spiritually, what's my spiritual gift? Or I believe that I'm prophetic, or I believe that I'm this, I believe, but I'm not sure. Can you do something to teach and just give us some more clarity? At the beginning, around the spring, I teamed up with my spiritual father, Apostle John Eckhart, and we did a prophetic refinement training before. And it was some things that I taught about refining yourself, and we kind of taught on the senses and how to discern. But I'm going to, so part of that I'm going to answer in what I'm about to release. And then the next part for people who are entrepreneurs and saying, listen, I'm just getting started, and I have no idea, or I've tried some things and it has not worked. Can you do something where you teach us and train us and give us the principles of what to do? Well, I want y'all to know that if you have been praying about that, I'm answering it because God answered it to me, and I'm going to answer it for you all. January 9th, 2020, I am doing a webinar called Stop Sitting on Your Gift. Now, it's one day, and in this one day, this webinar is going to have there's going to be 2 different trainings in this webinar. So the first webinar, and you can choose whichever one you want to be a part of, or you can purchase both of them and just get it all in. But for those of you all that are seeking entrepreneurial development and need training, I'm going to be doing a training at 9 a.m. on Saturday, January 9th, 2020 at 9 a.m. And I'm going to literally teach my 4P branding strategy, where I'm going to teach you positioning, platform, packaging, and presentation. I'm pulling out all the stops, and I will be teaching that. That evening, that night, I'm going to be teaching us doing a spiritual development training called prophetic positioning, understanding, refining, and operating in your spiritual gifts. And so for those of you guys, it's limited enrollment. So if y'all trying to get it, and I really tried to make this as cost effective as I could, we have different levels that we have as far as the equipment we use, so I couldn't throw it away and give it away. But the webinar each webinar is $97, or if you get both of them, you can get them both for only $157. Now, I know y'all know that most times when I throw some things out there, they sell out overnight. You probably want to, as soon as this is over, or go ahead and sneak over there right now. The link is in the comments. We'll put it inside of the title of this thing, and make sure that you go ahead and grab your spot, because I want y'all to stop sitting on your gift. So whether you're sitting on your spiritual gift, or whether you're sitting on your entrepreneurial gift, you feel like there is something in you that you can do, but you really need information about how to position yourself, how to present yourself, how to package yourself, what platform should you be on, how do you present well, we're going to deal with it. But if it's a spiritual gift and you're saying, I know there is a gift, but I really need help with identifying it. Now, you don't have to get both. You can get one or the other, or you can bundle it and get both of them, and you can just rock with me all day. But they will be recorded. You will have access to these webinars. I'm going to be posting it tonight and on all of my social media, and giving everybody a chance to go ahead and lock it in, and y'all know I am the queen of PowerPoints. So that means that you're going to literally get the PowerPoints and the presentation. And I just wanted to thank y'all so much. I just wanted to make sure that I did something that was attainable. Man, y'all leaving this to go get your tickets. If you are going to be a part of it, can you type in the comments, I'm in, because I want to see who all is going to rock with me for this. So let me know if you guys are going to register, or if you've registered, because I really want to make sure that I do something that allows everybody an opportunity to come in and to get your eat. Oh, look at y'all in the y'all blessing me. Yay! It's going to be off the chain. Now, I got to tell you, especially on the spiritual development one, Every single time I do anything in spiritual development, it's always going to be prophetic. So you already know we going in. I put the camera on, put folks on camera, start prophesying. It's off the chain. So I can't even apologize because I'm giving it. Y'all are in. Look at y'all. I'm so grateful for you guys. Do me a favor as well. Once I post it after this 2020 countdown, if all of you all, if everybody watching, if you will hit the share button for me after this is over, if you want to wait and register afterwards, go to my page, any of my pages, and you'll see it. Share it with somebody or tag somebody in the comments and let them know at this price. Listen, if you need clarity for your spiritual gifts, you need to get in. If you need clarity and you saying, listen, I have a business or I'm trying to kick it off the ground, and I really, y'all have seen my growth this year. You have seen, I always tell people I never teach what I can't reach. And so for me to take a business and literally pull it out of the sky when the Lord spoke it and didn't release it until I think it was April, and then over a matter of months, it started making multiple six figures. I have figured out the strategy. Now, y'all know me, and I have $10,000 courses, $5,000 premium products, $3,000, but this is $97. And so I want to make sure that I did something that you guys can get to be a part of. So make sure that you register, and make sure, even if you think that it's not for you, but it could be for somebody that you know, make sure that you share after this is over with. Thank you guys so much. So grateful. So let's start. Y'all said I was at number 16, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. All right, we're at number 15. And this is a big one. Thank you, guys. I see y'all in the comments saying y'all are in. All right, are we ready? Let's finish out this number 15. I got you. Number 15. Let's finish this countdown because I want y'all to get everything that I have tonight. Can we stop demonizing disconnections? Number 15, the number 15 thing to leave in 2020 is demonizing disconnections. Listen, just because somebody walked away from your church or your ministry or your job or your relationship does not mean that you have to demonize the disconnection. Maybe the time was over. Maybe that it had run its cycle. Maybe the season was over. You don't have to demonize every disconnection. Don't take demonizing disconnections in 2021. The Bible talks about for everything there is a season, and we've got to be okay with people leaving. We've got to be okay with people disconnecting. If people don't want to be with you, if people don't want to go with you, if people saying this is not it, listen, okay. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you, and may he give you peace. Y'all know what I say, and peace. And so we've got to get to the place where we stop demonizing disconnections. You don't have to talk so ugly about everybody who's walked away. You don't have to be so nasty about people who no longer fool with you. Listen, shake the dust off of your feet and keep it moving. Don't go into 2021 still bitter. Don't go into 2021 still angry. Listen, lay aside the weight. Didn't I just say, so we must get rid of everything that slows us down? Hebrews 12:1 in the CEV. Let it go. Number 14. Mediocrity masquerading. Yeah, I'm pulling out the language of the learn tonight. Mediocrity masquerading. Can we stop masquerading in mediocrity in 2021? Can we leave that in 2020? Mediocrity masquerading. We masquerade in mediocrity. We try to act like we're not who we are. We try to act like we're not as smart, or we're not as capable, or we're not as talented, or we're not as anointed as we are. Yes, you are. Now I'm gonna be your hype man tonight. You are brilliant. You are creative. You are powerful. You are anointed at what you do. Stop mediocrity masquerading. No, child, don't worry about this little thing I put together. Oh, anybody could have did that. The devil is a whole bald-faced lie. No, anybody could not have. So we've got to stop masquerading in mediocrity, acting as though, no, I can't really do it. No, you better have some audible affirmations. I'm glad you did it. No, I am brilliant, because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. God didn't make you in mediocrity. Whoo, man, somebody better catch this. He said that you were fearfully. How is it that the Bible can record you as being fearfully and wonderfully made, but then you masquerade in mediocrity? That's not bringing glory to the maker. Do you think if I made something brilliant, when you create something, you want that thing to be good and very good? Oh, honey, I'm just no. No. So then when somebody says things like, well, we want you to do it because you're good at doing it. You're brilliant at doing it. Oh, child, no. Child, anybody can just look that up. No, they can't. Stop. Stop. Can I say stop it, sis? Stop it, sir. Quit masquerading in mediocrity. No. In between your experience, your expertise, and your education, you got this thing. That's something that you can do. I can't do it. Nobody else can. That's something that you can do. You just happen to be good at it. That's your gift. Listen, you're not trying to take credit for the gift. Every good and perfect gift comes from him. But listen, take a little credit for the packaging. You had to package that thing up. I don't hear nobody talking tonight. No. Take credit for something. Be able to say, because you're not bringing glory to God when you sit there and try to downplay everything. You're not bringing him glory. You know, when I look at my daughter, I say to her all of the time, and she just go to laughing. And I look at her and she get dressed up and she get ready to go. And I look and I say, girl, I did that. And I share her in my Instagram story when she looking good and when she did a little hair, got a little lipstick, a little lashes, little heels on. I post her in my book, in my stories, and I say, I did that. It makes me feel good to know that I've created something that I believe is splendid. I mean, look, I think she is splendid. I think she is amazing. And so it makes me feel good that I could have birthed something so beautiful. Man, I hope I'm helping. And so you're not bringing honor to God when you masquerade in mediocrity, when you're not showing forth the brilliance and the creativity of him. No, leave that foolishness in 2020. My granddaddy used to say, I am what God says I am. I can do what he says I can do. I can have whatever he says I can have. Stop masquerading in mediocrity. We are the head only, above only. I feel myself getting an attitude. Leave that in 2020. And while I'm there, let me go to the next one. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Since we here, the next thing to leave, number 13, false humility. Leave that foolishness in 2020. Oh. What you pointing up for? When somebody says, listen, thank you. You designed that. Or, oh my God, you did a great job on my hair. And you pointing. God didn't do their hair. You did it. See, this the kind of thing. Man, I'm going to make somebody mad. Y'all sitting there, that's false humility. Trying to be so overly spiritual about it. That's foolishness. And people taught us that, no. We're not bringing, I'm not trying to make a reputation. Listen, no, stop allowing people to make you feel as though, listen, God ain't came down here and painted these folks' nails. He did not bake that cake and create it. You did. You came up. Give yourself some credit. It grieves. Hear me when I tell y'all something. It grieves the Holy Spirit. I have been in sessions before where I've had to stop. It grieves the Holy Spirit when your self-worth and your self-esteem and the spirit, somebody said it, of religion is so hard on you that you can't even take a compliment. Oh, the Lord, listen, he be saying, baby, it's okay. You wrote that book. I might have inspired you to move, but those were your thoughts. You strung those words together. That was, and it's okay. It makes me feel good that you did that. No, you did that. Let's clap for you this time. You're not hurting Jesus's feelings when you say thank you. Thank you. Girl, you wearing that. Thank you. Oh, I know I'm coming for edges tonight. Thank you. I mean, just got to be around. Oh, honey, no. I just, no, it ain't cute when you can't take a compliment. That's false humility. Just walk around. What are you pointing to? My ceiling? What? We got to get past this. And we just sitting around like, the Lord. Listen, y'all, stop. Can we leave that in 2020? Can we just leave that? Can we just say, thank you? You know what? I did create that. It took a lot of work for me to do. I put a lot of labor and a lot of love in it, but thank you for acknowledging it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You ain't got to go deep. You ain't got to go find a word. Well, the Bible says it's okay. Jesus' feelings is not hurt. Listen, I'm sick of it. We leaving this in 2020. I'm over it. Y'all, what number am I on? I got an attitude. I'm over it. I think I'm on number 12. Am I on number 12? I hope I'm on number 12. And this is a good one. Here is number 12. We're gonna get through these numbers tonight. I know we run a little long, but I gotta give y'all these 20 tonight. Number 12. Unauthorized assignments. I gotta blink real hard because I need y'all to catch this. Leave it in 2020. Unauthorized assignments. Unauthorized assignments. You just going taking responsibility for stuff and people that the Lord did not call you to. Well, I just got to make sure they good. Who authorized you? Who said you have to? Well, child, if I don't do it, who will? Really? Because the last time I checked the Bible, God will provide. He's good. He can make a way. If the rocks got to cry out, he knows how. He has unlimited resources. He can work miracles. But unauthorized assignment, and then you wonder why your back hurt. Well, who all did you decide you have to carry? I need to help some of y'all. They can't learn the lesson because you always the solution. Unauthorized assignments. You just taking up assignments that don't belong to you. You've made yourself feel responsible for people that were never ordained to you. Even the Bible talks about, listen, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they won't obey. He was talking about a specific assignment. He did not say all sheep know my voice. Man, y'all better catch this tonight. He never said all sheep know my voice. No, he said my sheep, the ones that I'm assigned to, they're going to respond to me. And a lot of the reasons why a lot of y'all so angry and frustrated and looking crazy about talking about haters. No, they're not haters. They're not assigned to you. If God did not call you to it, that's right. Call it back. How about I say it like that? That's good. If he didn't call you to it, how about fall back? We have got to be able to discern our own, what belongs to us. Is this my assignment? When is the last time before you jumped up and grabbed something, before you took on something else, before you decided that you were going to save the world? Did you say, is this my assignment? Is this my assignment? Because of course you're going to catch it. Because of course everything going to be, and don't be talking about it's the devil. Everything ain't the devil. Can somebody type that in the comments? We're going to get loose here tonight. And I said it like I said it. So don't try to put in everything is not the devil. That's not what I said. Everything ain't the devil. So is it your assignment? Sometimes the reason why you catching it is because it's not your assignment. You were not called into that. That's right. And let me be listen, y'all better watch this. We need to understand that there are certain territories that have assignment, that people, y'all listen to me. The Bible says that when we think about, we are not wrestling against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. There are some things that have legal right and authority to be over people. Some people have allowed and come into agreement with certain atmospheres. And here you are trying to fight their battles, and you're wondering why you're getting stricken with disease and sickness, and all of a sudden you're trying to figure out why your finances are going crazy and what's happening with you. It's because this is unauthorized access. Y'all better hear me. Unauthorized assignments. You've taken on an assignment that does not belong to you. Is this your assignment? And then you want to say, well, it's the devil. No, listen, you're trespassing. Ooh, y'all not going to want to hear this tonight. Might I suggest you are a trespasser? You went into something else. You went into a territory that already had dominion, was already, and you wondering why you coming out. Have you ever tried to help somebody and you out there doing what you can and you getting all beat up and you praying and going through and fasting, and all of a sudden you just trying to figure out what's going, and they happy. They fine. They look like they good. Unauthorized assignments. You're out of order. You better call that thing back into alignment. Don't take that into 2021. Leave that in 2020. Stop trespassing. Get back in your place. Were you called to that? Were you called to them? Do you have authorization for that atmosphere? One more time for y'all in the back. Do you have authorization for that atmosphere? Because if you don't, my brothers and sisters, you are trespassing. And trespassers can get arrested. Trespassers can break laws. Trespassers get in trouble. Ooh, can somebody post trespassers get in trouble? Sometimes why the reason why you're in trouble because you're trespassing. So you better come out of agreement with some of these unauthorized assignments. I hope I'm helping somebody. You better come out of agreement with some of these unauthorized assignments. And then you wonder why your feelings keep getting hurt. I don't know why they keep treating me like this. Could it be that you're a trespasser? Trespassers get in trouble. Unauthorized assignments, trespassers get in trouble. That's not your lane. That's not your territory. Get back in your place. You better get into what you better do. Listen, where is your authorization? Where is your clearance to be here? Who authorized you? You're a trespasser. Y'all don't want this word tonight. What number am I on? Number 12? Let me get this out. All right. Whew. Number 12. I got to get through this countdown. I'm already running behind. Number 12. Last level loyalty. Leave that in 2020. Last level loyalty. For the people in the back, last level loyalty. Listen, I've been teaching this. This number 11. Okay, thank y'all. Number 11. Last level loyalty. I put a post up a few days ago. You don't have to stay loyal to your last level. Can we leave that in 2020? Well, listen. And I've been saying this. Some people have evolved and elevated since your last encounter. And so I don't have to be loyal to my last level. I've evolved past that last encounter. And so I'm not going to stay loyal to my last level. I don't have to. Well, now remember when you would leave that in 2020. No. How is it that you are married to your last level, but you side chicking your next level? Ooh. Y'all almost got out of my chair and ran. It's been a while. How is it that you're married to your last level, but you side chicken your next level? Huh? For the people in the back, you married to your last level. Oh, my last level. Oh, we made vows. Me and you forever. Me and you must never part. No. But then you got the nerve to be cheating and side chicking your next level. No. Man, I hope I'm helping somebody. I'm off the chain tonight. I hope I'm helping somebody. No, it's a no for me. Y'all know my hashtag. It's a no for me. How dare you be married to your last level and then gonna side chick your next level? Divorce that dysfunction. Divorce that dysfunction. No. Stop cheating with your next level. You tipping around your next level. You tipping, waiting to everybody going to sleep. I don't want, and let me tell you what it looked like. It might be funny, but y'all do it for real. I don't want to post that because my last level might be watching my Facebook page. I don't want to wear that because my last level might see me out and they might be trying to figure out what? Married to your and now you got to sneak out with your next level. Now you got to be quiet. I ain't really want to post my new car because what? Baby, when we got that 2020 Audi Q8, I posted it. Listen, was grateful. Oh, no, ma'am. No, I'm married to my next level. No sneaking for me. When God works wonders in my life and when he start doing, y'all gonna get this goodness. I'm testifying. I'm boasting in the Lord. Huh? And so we gotta get to that place. How you gonna be cheating? Just gonna be cheating with your next. And so nobody knows you great. Divorce that dysfunction. You don't have to stay loyal. I hope I'm helping somebody to your last level. No, divorce that dysfunction. All right. Where am I? Y'all helping me tonight. Number 10. Am I at number 10? I'm just getting halfway because I meant I was gonna give y'all the good. So number 10. 20 things leaving 2020. Number 10, the martyr mentality. The martyr mentality. The martyr. You just the martyr mentality. Just everything you just gotta act like it just such a it's okay. I gave my last, but it's okay. Yeah. Oh, honey, that almost took me out. But I mean, it's fine. That if that's what it take, if I gotta be out here and bleed and die to make sure that my children. I'm sorry, what? If I gotta do what to make sure that my children what? No, y'all got the wrong one, huh? I love my children. God knows I do. But what I can promise you is I ain't out here trying to be dying and dead and weeping and scraping, trying to make sure that they good. No, no. Next year, my babies will be 20, 22, and 24. No. Some things they just gonna have to get this good crispy. No, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But mom, no, that's my last. No, you don't get my last. Well, what I'm gonna do, you'll figure it out. I'm going to pray that the inspiration of the Holy Spirit light upon you like a fire. Y'all got the right one tonight. Huh? No, they get these quick, crispy no's. What I'm going to do about gas? I guess you won't walk. I guess you won't make it. But everybody going out to eat but me. Guess you might better pack a sack lunch. Listen, my nose are good and crisp. It's a stop that. Leave that in 2020. You just got to be the martyr. You just got to be the one that, oh Lord, if I got to just, as long as no. I hope I'm helping y'all. Number 9. Here it is. Default defensiveness. Number 9, default defensiveness. Every time something happens, your default is to be defensive. That ain't what happened. What? No, see, if you want to do this, what? See, I knew it. I knew y'all didn't want to do. What? I'm sorry. What? Can we leave that in 2020? Default defensiveness. You just defensive about everything. Just you can't even accept responsibility. You can't even see if it was something that you did do wrong because you're so busy being defensive. Well, first of all, the reason why No, I didn't. Ain't even. Hey, hold on. You don't even know what I'm coming to you about. Your default is to be defensive. You know where that comes from? That comes from insecurity. That comes from a place where you're a people pleaser and you don't understand. Number 10 was the martyr mentality, and you don't understand why you're just defensive. No. At some point, we've got to be able to listen. We've got to be able to hear. We've got to be able to chill and breathe and say, what is it? I get it. Because when I was, as a former people pleaser, I was defensive about everything. And it wasn't because I thought I was always right. I was defensive because it hurt me to be wrong. Ooh. I'm not helping a soul in here tonight, am I? Defensive. Always got to excuse. Always got to hurry up and catch people before. It's because you can't hardly stand to hear anything bad about yourself, because you're insecure, because you want to be up, you want approval. You just want somebody to validate you. And so you're defensive. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Nobody can bring anything to your attention. Oh, I already know that. I meant to do that. No, you didn't. No, stop. No, you didn't. Oh, well, I ain't really care about that. No, what? Stop. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Well, if you want to did it, I want to did. Stop trying to make me responsible. Stop. Defensiveness. It comes from pride. That's right. Can I help y'all tonight? It's okay to be wrong. Can somebody type that in the comments? Because somebody needs to see that in print. It's okay. Y'all need ushers and tissues. If you need some ushers tonight, can you type it in the comments? It's okay to be wrong. Listen, breathe. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be like, oh, you know what? I missed it. Listen how mature that sounds. You know what? I missed it on that one. You know what? I didn't know. I was wrong. I don't know what made me say that. Or, you know what? I was angry and I was just talking out of turn. You know what? I didn't know what I was talking about. You know what? I did talk before I got all of the details. I was wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. The problem is when you're defensive. You just can't. Listen. Can y'all breathe in that? The Bible says that he's going to still be working on us until he comes back. So it's okay to be wrong. Y'all listen, let that go. Don't take that into 2021. It's okay. You were wrong. It's okay to call him up and say, you know what, I could have did a better job of that. You know what? I could have did, but I could have reached out first. That you know what? That's right. It's a process. It's okay. All of us are working out our own soul salvation. All right. Number 8. Self-entitlement. Number 8. Self-entitlement. Can we leave that in 2020? Just think you're entitled to other people's elevation. Well, I helped her when she didn't have nothing. Well, I was the one who gave him a platform. So now that they got to look like they ought to put me on the platform. That's entitlement. Leave that in 2020. You're not entitled to anybody's elevation. They're not entitled to yours. Listen, if you help them, thank you. I did a session about this before. If you help them through it, may the blessings of the Lord overtake your life. And thank you. But that's it. I don't owe you nothing but to love you. Uh-oh. Yeah, I feel a little DMX come out then. I don't owe you nothing but to love you. So while you sitting looking, all that money she making look like she oughta, hey, you don't know my expenses. You don't know my expenditures. You haven't looked at this balance sheet. Easy. Be real easy about entitlement. Well, look like, hey, be easy. Oh, I owe no man nothing but to love them. We've got to be sure that we don't take that over into 2021. That's entitlement. Well, you ought to, hold on. Ooh, I'm quick to check people, especially my children. Hold on, I don't owe you anything. Y'all didn't get me anything to eat. You're eating. And be smacking while I be saying, oh, I didn't know you were hungry. I didn't know you were hungry. I don't owe you anything but to love you. And guess what? I love you. Entitlement. Leave that in 2020. Nobody owes you a thing. And if you missed that one, you can go to my YouTube channel, right? And you can watch it. It's called They Don't Owe Me a Thing, right? It's amazing teaching that I did earlier. I think I'm on number 8. I'm looking at y'all in the comments. I'm on number 8. I want to make sure that I'm giving y'all all of this tonight. All right. So here we go. Now, this is a big one. This is a big one. Number 8. Oh, number 7. I'm sorry. Number 7. Y'all better get me right up in here. Number 7. Number 7. People hoarding. Uh-oh. People hoarding. Can we leave that in 2020? So you know how hoarding, when you hoard stuff, you just gather a whole bunch of stuff just to say you have it. Just can't stand to get rid of nothing. Can't stand to clean your closet. Can't stand to just. I used to be a hoarder. I put a post up. I hope I can find it. I put a post up called Confessions of an Ex Hoarder. And I meant it. And I was very serious when I put it up. And I just want to read this because I think it's going to make sense, because a lot of us don't realize that we are hoarding things. We're hoarding people. A lot of us, we hoard things. We keep them and we don't know. And it's time to release them. And I need to make sure that we're not taking this over into 2020. I hope I'm helping y'all. It says, I will no longer embrace emotions that extinguish excitement. I will no longer collect condescending, callous, comparative, and condemning conversations. I will no longer gather greedy, grudging, and grievous gossip. I will no longer hoard hurtful, hateful, hindering hearsay. I let go of emotional and psychological clutter, chaos, and critical conditioning. I release the fear of judgment, abandonment, rejection, and disappointment. I make space for sanity, security, success, and stability. Confessions of an ex hoarder. If we're not careful, we will hoard people. We will hoard places. We will hoard memories. trying to just hoard things, hold on to people. Listen, I put a post up and man, it took off on Instagram, I believe. I said, God, help me to release the people that have already released me. Can I just say this for the people? God, help me to release the people that have already released me. For the people in the back, God, help me to release the people that have already released me. They already passed me. I see that they're not calling. I see that they're not commenting under my post. You see that they're not checking up. Instead of, I can't believe they're not checking up on them. Can I help you with something? Believe it. How about let's just take a moment to believe it? They're not. So let's reconcile our new reality so that we don't take them and take that expectation into 2021. Man, am I helping anybody tonight? How about we just accept that we're no longer who we thought we were in their lives anymore. God, help me to release them. They've released me, but I'm holding on and I'm angry because they're not doing what I expect for them to do. Let me let that go. Help me to stop holding them hostage in my heart. Help me to stop holding them hostage in my head. Help me to stop holding them hostage in my hands. Let me release the people who've already released me. Let's leave that in 2020. All right, I think I'm at number 6. Now, this is a good one. Number 6 is polished passivity. Polished passivity. Passivity. Polished passivity. So I've been saying that the kryptonite to our progression is passivity, being passive. So number 6 is polished passivity. And what that is doing nothing, but trying to make it seem like you waiting on God. I'll go through the whole list when we get to the end. Doing nothing, but trying to make sure you wait, trying to act like you waiting on God. I'm just waiting. No, you're not. Because number 1, waiting is an action word. Number 2, God has already done everything he was going to do. When Jesus died, he said, it is finished. And then he says, I can do exceeding abundantly above what you can ask, think, or imagine, but it's according to the power that already works in you. Then it says in Deuteronomy, remember the Lord thy God, because it's him that already gave you the power to obtain wealth. Polished passivity. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to be released. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a sign. This is your sign. Move. This is your sign. Go. This is your sign. Lay aside the weight. Polished passivity. Trying to make waiting look cute. No. I've been saying this, and I'm not gonna be off the chain like I was the other day, but I said, it's funny. We can wait, we can whine, and we can worship, but can we work? Where is the work? Let's do the work. Stop being passive. Move. How long? All right. Number 5. About number 5, y'all keep me going in there. I think I'm at number 5. Yeah, number 5. The me, myself, and I trio. Can we leave that trio? Can we leave them? Can we leave the me singers in 2020? The me, myself, and I trio. Can we leave them in 2020? Me, myself, and I. Didn't Beyonce sing that? That's all I got in the eat. Listen, let me help y'all. 2021 is going to be all about kingdom connections. 2021 is all going to be about supernatural networks. Y'all better hear me. My mama used to have a saying, and she's on here. She said, you know what? It's not always what you know, but a lot of the times it's who you know. It's who you know, who you're connected to. Who, not what, who. But if it's just you, I did a segment one time called Where's My Support? And one of the scriptures that I read was the Bible that it was talking about. It's crazy that you just always want to be by yourself. If you fall down, who's going to help you up? I love the third version, the CEV version. If you fall down, who's going to help you up? If you cold, who's going to help you get warm? It's crazy that we out here just trying to I got it. All I need in this life was, listen, what? No man is an island. I don't like people. I'm good all by myself, me and Jesus, and I don't need nobody else. That's not spiritual. And Jesus is my husband. The devil is a lie. That's not even biblical. He's not your best friend. He is my best friend. Find that in the word. Listen, and we love saying, he can be a father to the fatherless, but he sends spiritual fathers too. He is a friend like no other, but he also says, hey, but I give you friends, but first show yourself a friend. So just trying to, one of the most interesting things, and I'm almost done, that I saw is that when Clubhouse came out, everybody wanted to get on Clubhouse, right? And it is amazing, so you should want to get on it. But everybody wanted to get on Clubhouse. But Clubhouse was very smart. They said, no, the only way you can get on Clubhouse, number one, they said protocol, you got to have an iPhone. Number two, the only way you can get on Clubhouse is that somebody you already know has to nominate you. Your name has to come up on their phone, in their app that says that they're connected with you, and then they can let you in. Ooh, some of y'all, can I help y'all in the natural? Some of y'all connected with folks that don't have any access. I'm sipping my tea. Connected with folks that got an Android atmosphere. Now listen, y'all Android users, don't get no attitude with me. I'm not hating. I used to love my Galaxy Note, but I'm just see this higher. See it in the spirit. See it in the spirit. Some of y'all dealing with folks that got Android atmospheres, and when it comes time to shift and go to the next level, they can't put you on. So then you be saying, hey, send me a club invite. I can't. It's only about connections. It's only through who I am connected to. Folks that's on the if we on the same level, I can connect it. Now listen, let's not get defensive. Remember, I just talked about that. But if you listen, you in that Android atmosphere, they can't shift you. And so a lot of folks was looking crazy, and and you know what I love though? I also saw some people that said, you know what, I've been waiting to get an iPhone. This is a great excuse for me to give me an iPhone. Let me upgrade because I want to stay connected at this next level. Ooh, catch it in the spirit. So anyway, I'm at Android users. We love y'all. May the peace of the Lord fall upon y'all and all that jazz too. It's all right. But who are you connected to? It's going to be next year. It's going to be all about kingdom connections. If you didn't catch, I'm throwing all of my stuff out. If you didn't catch my last mic drop Monday, it was called Check Your Connections. I had a bunch of cords and I was showing y'all how to be connected to the right people and how to disconnect. So make sure that you go to YouTube and watch Check Your Connections. It's okay. I love Android too. Don't y'all get offended. I just talked about that. What number am I on? Y'all blessing me tonight. I'm having a time tonight. I think I'm on number 5. Am I at the countdown? Let's see. 4. Number 4. Number 4. This is blessing me. Number 4. This might pinch, but it's going to push you into your purpose. The number 4 thing to leave in 2020 is arrogant ignorance. Arrogant ignorance. So let me explain what that is. Arrogant ignorance. Not knowing something and then getting an attitude because you don't know it. And then have the nerve to add on entitlement. Y'all know what arrogant ignorance sound like? Ain't nobody told me nothing about it. What? Yeah, y'all should have told me. I'm sorry, you don't pay me to report to you. It's not my we all connected by the same, we all got the same Google app on this phone. And you could have downloaded CNN, or you could have arrogant ignorance, not knowing stuff. Well, y'all know I don't know how to work that. So somebody should have did it for me. Leave that foolishness in 2020. There's too much access for you to have an attitude. Man, somebody ought to quote me on that. There's too much access for you to have an attitude. Huh? There's too much access for you to have an attitude saying about, well, I couldn't do it because didn't nobody show me how to do it. So, oh well, I guess I'm going to miss it this time. What? That's right. Ask Siri. Siri will tell you, listen, her throat don't ever get sore. She always got an answer. She always got a word, and she quick to tell you if she couldn't understand something you said. Huh? It's too much access for you to be getting an attitude. Leave that foolishness in 2020. Don't take that over into 2021. I just told y'all, nobody owes us a thing. And so we've got to leave that arrogant ignorance. Well, if somebody name them, who should have said it? Whose responsibility? That's right, Alexa will help you too. Who? And so there's too much access for us to be able to get instead of just sitting around looking crazy and side eye. Oh, see all of y'all got this new stuff. I guess I'll just wait for somebody to tell. Nobody has to. Too much access. So let's leave behind arrogant ignorance, not knowing things, and then not even trying to apply ourselves to get to the knowledge so that we will learn more and have more. Last three, before I give y'all these last three, because you know they off the chain. The last three, before I give them, once again, if you came in late, I'm Dr. E. So excited to have you on tonight. I developed a purpose positioning system that helps you get into alignment with your unique assignment. And I help you get positioned to prosper in your purpose, whether that is spiritually, whether that is personally, or whether that is professionally. I have an institute that in 2020 served over 2,000 students that enrolled and made multiple six figures in 2020 in the middle of a pandemic. I am so grateful to have a business that is global, that is able to give help, hope, and healing to those in need of spiritual, professional, and personal development. And so thank you and welcome. Y'all see, I'm going to be teaching that in the seminar that I'm going to be doing, how to put yourself out there in my coaching program. I'm going to be helping people learn how to present their presentation on their platform. But just for those of you all that may not know me, this is who I am. That is what I do. And I am so excited to be able to offer something that's not one of my premium programs, but I did not want to leave the people out. So if you didn't see it already, I am hosting an amazing one-day webinar. It's 2 webinars in one day called Stop Sitting on Your Gift. And it's going to be for entrepreneurial development in the morning. And then in the evening, it's going to be for spiritual development. If you only want one or the other, you can choose just to get one. They're only $97. Or if you get both, you get a discount and get them both for one price of $157. You can go to my Institute, purposepositioning.com. Grab your ticket because there's limited enrollment. Once we hit a certain number, we got to stop because I have a new platform that is so exciting. And once we get to the number that we can manage, we're cutting it off. So it's January the 9th, 2020. My events, if you've been following me, you know that they sell out very quickly. And I did this as a response because a lot of people were not able to get in some of my premium courses. And so I wanted to make sure that I put something out there that really help you get positioned to prosper in your purpose. And so if you've been struggling with your spiritual gift and not understanding what's your gift and how do you refine it, how do you understand it, how do you operate in it, then make sure that you choose the spiritual development one. If you are an entrepreneur and you're saying, listen, I want that level of presentation and packaging and positioning and platform, then you choose the entrepreneur one. If you say, look, I need all of it, then you can get the bundle and get both of them. But you can go to purposepositioning.com, and I'm so excited about it. Anybody that's been in any of my seminars and my webinars know I'm off the chain. You're going to get the top tier PowerPoint. Sometimes we have prophetic music. If I start to flow, like it's off the chain. So just wanted to throw that out there before I give y'all the last 3. All right. So here it is. The last 3 things to leave in 2020. Number 3, the blame game. Leave it. Leave it in 2020. Stop negating the responsibility of your own actions. Just own it. Just own it. Can you type that in the comment? Nike say just do it, but can I say tonight, just own it? Let's type that in the comments. Let's just own it. We're not blaming folks in 2021. Well, she did this and he did this and he did it. Wait a minute, but what about me? What did I do? What didn't I do? And what did I do? Did I provoke them? Or did I forget to do something? Did I neglect to do? Let me do the internal inventory first. Let me just own it. Just own it. Listen, we can move through it much quicker if we each just own whatever it is that we did or did not do, so we can move on. You don't have to blame, because what happens is when we're consistently blaming things and not accepting responsibility, that same thing is going to circle back around because we didn't take the time to address it, to heal from it, to fix it, to perfect it, and to prevent it. Just own it. That's right. Somebody said I accepted responsibility and it was freeing. Can't take the blame game. Number 2, access without instruction. Y'all know I teach this a lot. Don't take that. Don't take that. Who called me Dr. Real? Don't take that into 2021. Access without instruction. No, listen, if you're going to give people access to you, give them instruction. I need y'all to hear this. If you're going to give people access to you in 2021, let that access come to instruction with instructions. There, let me tell you something. Whatever you order off of Amazon, whatever you roll up in Walmart and purchase, might I suggest to you that that access to that thing is going to come with a set of instructions. It's going to say, here is what you do with it. Here is how you work it. Here are the extra parts you may need. Here is the weight capacity of it. Listen, so in 2020, we need to leave access without instructions. Y'all not giving people instructions to you. And then you wonder, why they taking advantage of me? Why they taking my kindness for weakness? Why they taking me for a fool? No, they can't take what you don't give. You didn't give them instruction. You just gave them access. And in 2021, you're going to have to be very mindful of your spiritual, emotional, professional, psychological atmosphere. Access with instruction in 2021. So leave that access without instruction stuff in 2020. No, you teach people how to treat you. You can't just assume they know how to handle you. You just can't assume. People were raised differently. People have different motivations. People have different ways that they see things. So we have to be very mindful that we give people, listen, I know that you used to be friends with such and such, but me and such is not the same person. So let me give you some renewed instructions as you have access to me. I know you used to be married to such and such, but this is a whole other breed over here. So let's go back and let's do a reality revisit so we can make sure. I need to make sure we have the clear instructions for each other. All right. And the number one thing as I close, the number one thing to leave in 2020, the 2020 you, the 2020 version of you. Leave that in 2020. Listen, I hope this helps y'all. The number one thing to leave in 2020 is the 2020 version of you. Leave it in 2020. Don't try to take the 2020 version of you over into 2021. Give yourself permission to evolve, to elevate, to transition, to transform. Don't take the 2020 version of you over. Well, y'all already know, same old me. Leave that in 2020. Listen, you might have known me in 2020, but there's a new me coming out in 2021. Y'all know I love posting welcome to the new year pictures. I listen, I go all out and do a photo shoot and everything because I need to give myself a visual of what I want to look like for the next year. What am I positioning myself for the next year? So leave the 2020 version of you in 2020. So to go down my list, number 1, 20 things to leave in 2020. Well, I started at the end. Number 20 was wastefulness. Number 19, disingenuousness. Number 18, outgrown associations. Number 17, attention and approval seeking behavior. Number 16, lower level language. Number 15, demonizing disconnections. Number 14, mediocrity masquerading. Number 13, false humility. Number 12, unauthorized assignments. Number 11, last level loyalty. Number 10, the martyr mentality. Number 9, default defensiveness. Number 8, self-entitlement. Number 7, people hoarding. Number 6, polished passivity. Number 5, the me, myself, and I trio. Number 4, arrogant ignorance. Number 3, the blame game. Number 2, access without instructions. And the number 1 thing to leave in 2020, the 2020 version of yourself. I'm Dr. E. And if you're not following me, make sure that you follow me on all social media outlets. YouTube, I have a YouTube channel. You can go catch all of my 2020 segments that I've done for Mic Drop Monday. I'm on Instagram. I do a switch up on Friday nights on Instagram that talks about a different level of entrepreneurship that I don't do on Mic Drop Monday. On the Clubhouse. Listen, the Clubhouse is off the chain and I take it to the next level on the Clubhouse. And I really have conversations that shift us intellectually, community and in our platform and in our purpose. And so you can follow me on Clubhouse and all of my social media outlets. I am there. And so I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to try to do a Happy New Year something, but if I don't, and if you're not available, I want to just wish you guys the most amazing 2021 that you will ever have. Get ready for newness, get ready for kingdom advancement, kingdom expansion, kingdom acceleration, because it is coming. Stay connected with me. If you are interested in any of my premium programs, y'all know where to find me. Send us an inbox or an email. Make sure, again, I'm going to post the flyer, and I need all of y'all to run and share that flyer with somebody and tag them, because we want as many people to get a part. I don't know when the next time I'll be able to do any webinars, because my 2021 is lit. So make sure that you register, and make sure that you register somebody else and let them know. All right, guys, thank y'all so much for being here.